Hello everyone, this is Manunudlo Royce from Nomad Combat Fitness. Thank you for visiting our YouTube channel and welcome to things your teacher probably didn't tell you. Right, let me preface this with this simple aspect that this is not to insult or disrespect anybody's teacher or anybody who is an instructor or teacher. Let's face it, things happen. Sometimes we forget. Sometimes the instructor missed something during the instruction, or maybe sometimes people are a new instructor and they didn't realize something at that time which they found out years later. And unfortunately, you might have been someone who learned early on and didn't see it till later. So again, things happen. Again, sometimes we miss things, but don't worry about it. Hopefully these videos will help you fill in the gaps in your training. All right, so let's get into this. Today's episode, we're going to talk about broken striking. What is broken striking? Broken striking is what I like to call finesse. It's a lot easier than, it's a little bit more entailed than just fluid striking, right? Because in fluid striking, there's just a forward and reverse motion, no matter what angle you're at, lateral, even upward, forward and reverse, right? In broken striking, you're stopping the motion partway through. This could be targeting like a jabbing motion or a short striking motion to the temple, to the arm, to the body, to the knee, to the groin, this kind of motion, right? Again, crack, crack. Very simple, right? When I do these motions with a stick, you might see that orison that we talked about in an earlier episode of the 8 cardinal directions. Now, with the same thing with broken striking, we can do the same thing. Diagonal down, diagonal up, lateral, even verticals, right? So the broken motion is not a full strike, right? It is, if you want to talk about like say an axe, think of it as like it's a hacking motion. Does that make sense? You're not trying to cut all the way through, you're kind of chopping down or hacking down. Now, with a stick, right, or a weapon, right, this small broken motion can be very simple. That's a strike, right? It can attack. It can also be your defense. So if someone's striking at you, you could throw that broken angle to stop or deflect the oncoming strike just by striking through, right? So you already have now 2 uses of the broken striking, right? You understand that there's more than one aspect to the broken strike. The other aspect is it can be a feint or a fake. I jab out to draw a strike or draw a defense, and then I can redirect. I can choose to do a different motion, right? Just by using the jabbing or broken motion to create an opportunity to get around my opponent's defense. Does that make sense? Now, already you have your attack, you have your defense, you have your feint. Not much difference between them. However, the results vary based on what your intent is. Now you also have other aspects. When you do a broken motion, you can easily redirect without making a big motion. And what you have there are more aspects in regards to defense. When you strike, I could clear an oncoming strike here by ripping it back to my load. If I bring my weapon to my loading points, right, I could defend and deflect, right? I might strike, oh shoot, right? This is what we call luwak in Fikiri. I can use it to stop the motion to deflect and get back to my load. I can use this motion to stop the motion. I could attack and defend, or I could defend this way. Now, another aspect is thrusting, right? For every slash, there's a thrust. For every thrust, there's a slash, right? We talk about that in Filipino martial arts. You probably have heard that in some point in time, online, social media, videos, your instructor, whatever. It's a very common terminology. How do we apply that here? So if I strike, when I reload, I have this motion right there. So this is a thrust when I reload to my loading points. If I strike with my angle 2, I could thrust back that way, right? Just from this point, I could thrust inward or thrust outward to reload for striking again. Again, these are the different aspects of broken striking. Does that make sense? All right, everyone. Again, thank you for visiting our YouTube channel for Nomad Combat Fitness, and thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Do greatly appreciate it. Please, if you know anyone who might find these videos useful or helpful to them, please let them know. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ask them to do so as well. Thank you very much, and maraming salamat.